Welcome to the Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast, episode 64, CISSP Sample Exam Questions. Welcome to the Reduced Cyber Risk Podcast, where we provide you the training and tools you need to pass the CISSP exam while enhancing your cybersecurity career. Hi, my name is Shon Gerber, and I'm your host for this action-packed, informative podcast. Join me each week as I provide the information you need to grow your cybersecurity knowledge so that you're better prepared to pass the CISSP exam. All right, let's get going. Well, good morning. How are you all doing this beautiful day? I hope everything's going well in your lives. And I hope you all are staying safe from this virus that is out on plaguing the world today. We hear about it here in the United States, about the coronavirus, and it is not good. So we just hope that everybody is staying safe and doing what they're supposed to be doing, i.e., studying for the CISSP exam. So hopefully you guys are trained on some books and listening to podcasts, and you are able to get ready to pass your CISSP. So this today is the episode that we're going to be focused on exam questions and some of the ones that you need to be concerned about. As we get started on this, also know that as you go to ShonGerber.com, I've got a bunch of CISSP exam questions that are free for you to use and to look at and to get yourself prepared for the CISSP exam. I'm actually making a few changes to the site, so be patient if there's a few things that are missing, but you'll get them. They'll all be popping up here soon. So let's go ahead and get started with question 75, and this is: Head of Sales Jim is the data owner for the sales department. Which of the following is not Jim's responsibility as the data owner? Assigning information classifications, dictating how data should be protected, verifying the availability of the data, or determining how long to retain the data. Okay, again, as head of sales, Jim is the data owner for the sales department. Which of the following is not Jim's responsibility as the data owner? Assigning information classifications, dictating how data should be protected, verifying the availability of the data, or determining how long to retain the data. The answer is verifying the availability of the data. That's really the only responsibility listed that does not belong to the data or information owner. Rather, it is a responsibility of the data information custodian. We talked about this in some of our previous episodes about data owner and data custodian and their responsibilities. The data custodian is also responsible for maintaining and protecting data as dictated by the data owner. This includes performing regular backup files, data restorations of backup media, retaining records of activity, and fulfilling information security and data protection requirements of the company's policies, guidelines, and standards. Okay, so this comes out of Brainscape. There's actually some great slides or cards that they have available for you. You can go ahead and use, or you can purchase for the larger ones that they have as well. But this just came out of there. I grabbed different CISSP exam questions from around the globe and around different areas, because they also give you a better perspective of how are some of the questions that you may get asked as you're looking to study for the CISSP and what you may expect on the CISSP exam. All right, so next question. Assigning data classification levels can help with all of the following except the grouping of classified information with hierarchical and restrictive security, ensuring that non-sensitive data is not being protected by unnecessary controls, extracting data from the database, or lowering the costs of protecting the data. Okay, so the question again. Assigning data classification levels can help with which of the following, there's the key thing, except, always understand and look for those little excepts, those negative aspects of the question. The grouping of classified information with hierarchical and restrictive security, ensuring that non-sensitive data is not being protected by unnecessary controls. So they got a bunch of negatives in there to kind of throw you off. Extracting data from the database, or lowering the cost of protecting the data. And the answer is extracting the database. right? So data classification does not involve the extraction of data from the database. Again, data classification doesn't really care about the data being removed from the database. It just cares about the data itself. Now, if the data was that they were asking questions about the data residing on the database, that would be a different aspect. But at the end of the day, they don't care a whole lot about the extracting the data from the database itself. So those are important things to consider when you're looking at data classification. And one thing also to add with that, and they have it in here as well, is auditing can be very detailed and results monitored daily, and degaussing or overwriting procedures may be required to erase the data. You may have those procedures in place as you're getting once the data is done, but the classification aspect of it is not included. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're looking at. There's ways they're going to trick with the question to make sure that you read the full question and you understand exactly what they're asking for. Again, next comes from Brainscape and some of their flashcards. All right, next question. Susan, an attorney who has been hired to fill a new position at Widgets Incorporated, their chief privacy officer. What is the primary role or primary function of her new role? Okay, A, ensuring the protection of partner data. B, ensuring the accuracy and protection of company financial information. C, ensuring that security policies are defined and enforced. D, ensuring the protection of customer, company, and employee data. Okay, so what was the question? Susan, an attorney, has been hired to fill a new position at Widgets Incorporated as a chief privacy officer. What is the primary function of her new role? Ensuring the protection of a partner data, ensuring the accuracy of and protection of the company's financial information, ensuring that security policies are defined and enforced, and D, or the last question, ensuring the protection of customer, company, and employee data. All right, what is the answer to that question? It is D, ensuring the protection of customer, company, and employee data. Typically, the CPO, which is a relatively new role that's been out, is responsible for ensuring the security of customers, company, and employee data, which basically keeps the company free from legal prosecution and hopefully out of the headlines, right? But now as we get into more and more countries that are requiring privacy aspects, I know GDPR requires a chief privacy officer in their GDPR requirements, and that also there's dependencies around that where that chief privacy officer might reside, has to be in the EU. They can have designates. All of those aspects are involved, but the chief privacy officer is one that's coming up quite frequently in conversations. Usually the CPO is an attorney, and it does report at times to the chief security officer, the CISO. It might be to the chief security officer, which can be used as simultaneously as a chief information security officer. Now, they are different depending upon the company you're in. They could be synonymous, they could be the same, but in many cases, the CSO and the CISO usually are different roles. All right, this is all we have for the CISSP questions, sample questions for the week. Go to ShonGerber.com and sign up for my email subscription, or sign up on my email subscription, and you'll get a bunch of free content. I've got a mini course out there that is available from domains 1 through 4, and actually we'll cover all through email. I'll send you some email ticklers on that, and that'll give you all the domains. It'll give you sample questions and sample videos from every one of the domains 1 through 8. So go to ShonGerber.com and sign up for that. Or you can go to ShonGerber.com specifically and sign up for my entire course and get all of my CISSP training, along with what you'll get is my sample questions that are available. And on top of that, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am happy to help in any questions you may have as well. So I hope you all having a wonderful day, and you have a great time, and stay away from coronavirus. And we will catch you on the flip side. See ya. Thanks so much for joining me today on my podcast. Head over to ShonGerber.com and look at all the free content that I have available for you. There is a CISSP mini course, free CISSP exam questions, podcast, and so much more. It's all available to my email subscribers, so sign up. If you want my personalized CISSP training, purchase my training courses, and I'll be there to help you with your CISSP needs so you can pass the test the first time. Thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.